in this video is about mean value theorem. Number 1 point, that is about Rolle's theorem. Number 2, Lagrange's mean value theorem, and both of them is the geometrical interpretation and about the theorem and some problem. What is the Rolle's theorem? In the mean value theorem, first point is Rolle's theorem. Let a function f be defined on the closed interval. What is called closed interval? You know, like that x greater than a, x less than b. This called the open interval. If we write equal to, this called the closed interval. Okay. If you write like this called half closed, half open. It also can be written as like that, a comma b with this, or this also be written as a comma b with the open interval. Okay, so that type of interval is called the half closed, half open. Here given that it is a closed interval, under the closed interval, like a comma b here. Okay, so Rolle's theorem is, let a function f be defined on the closed interval a comma b. Suppose further that number 1, this function is continuous on the closed interval a comma b, and number 2 point is satisfied if it is differentiable on the open interval. See here, this is the open interval. Okay, a comma b. And number 3rd point is f of a equal to f of b. F of a equal to f of b, which have given here a comma b in the closed interval where the function is defined, and the extreme value a and b to the okay, then the function of a equal to function of b, both of them are same. Then the Rolle's theorem state that there is at least one value, that is c, which is belongs to in between a and b. Then f dash c is 0. So Rolle's theorem state that there exists at least one value c where c is in between a and b such that f dash c is 0. Okay, this is the Rolle's theorem. Again we say that the function f is continuous on the closed interval. Number 2 is the differentiable on the open interval. Number 3rd, f of a equal to f of b. Then the f dash c is equal to 0. Now we have to discuss the geometrical interpretation of that thing. Okay, f dash c is equal to 0. What is the meaning of that? It is a derivative of a function, and this is 0. If a function differentiate at some point, then that result is called the slope of the tangent. And we see that the tangent is, the value is 0, it means slope is 0. When the slope is 0, the tangent is parallel to the x-axis. Slope of the x-axis and parallel to the x-axis are always 0. So this is your curve, like that, this is your curve. Okay, tangent at c, this is your tangent, let us see, this is a tangent. And if the c means 0, means this is your tangent is parallel to the x-axis. This is your tangent parallel to the x-axis. This is the geometrical interpretation. Okay. Now next point, Lagrange's form. What is the Lagrange's theorem? If a function f, like that, is continuous on the closed interval, same as like Rolle's theorem said that a comma b, it is the continuous on the closed interval a comma b. And furthermore, it is also a differentiable in the open interval a comma b. Okay, then there exists at least one value of x, that is c, and that is equal to f dash c is equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Okay, f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Okay, so what is the geometrical meaning of that? What is the geometrical meaning of that? Okay, What is the geometrical meaning of this? Is we draw a line, x-axis and y-axis and a curve like that. This is the point A. This is the point A. That is A comma F of A, and this is point B. This is B comma F of B. If we join these 2 points, and this is called the chord of this curve, that is the slope. Slope of the chord is equal to like y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and this is equal to, given that f dash c, and this is f dash c. Okay, h means tangent at that point. This is your tangent at that point. Is this? This is the slope of the tangent of this curve. It means this chord is parallel to this tangent. Okay, so this is the geometrical interpretation. And now the another point. Furthermore, from the Lagrange's mean value theorem, this is your point. So if the extreme value A means A, okay, extreme value A means A, and here B, this is C is equal to A plus theta H, and B equal to A plus H, B equal to A plus H. Okay, and see the coefficient of H here 1 and the coefficient of H here theta. So if theta A plus theta H lies on the A and A plus H, then theta always lies between 0 to 1. Okay, so this is the theorem here. We put in place of B A plus H, f of A plus H minus A, that is H. That is H here. Therefore, f of A plus H, see that B means A plus H. Okay, this is f of A. B means A plus H minus f of A is equal to f dash A plus theta H. Okay, therefore f of A plus H is equal to f of A plus f dash A plus theta H. If we put A equal to 0, then f dash H is equal to f of 0 plus f dash theta H. This is the another formation of a Lagrange's mean value theorem. Okay, it is most helpful formula. Most of the problem have used this formula. Now another problem, number 1. I give a problem and verify the Rolle's theorem. See that the function is given that f of x is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. Okay, in the interval of 1 and in the closed interval 1 and 3. See that this function is called the polynomial form. You know that every polynomial form function always continuous and also derivable. What type of function is called the polynomial, students? See here, if the function like x cube, x square, x, see the degree of the function x is positive integer, not a fraction, and some numerator or denominator, nothing formation. Okay, so that type of function is called the polynomial form. So every polynomial function everywhere continuous and also derivable. So see that it is continuous and derivable in the open closed interval. In fact, f of b x being a polynomial form is everywhere continuous and also derivable. Now we have to find. See that if we put the in place of x 1, then we get 0, and also if we put in place of x 3, then we get 0. So it means the two solution of this curve here, x equal to 1 and x equal to 3, clearly we see that. Okay. And the third point in the Rolle's theorem, the third point shows that f of a equal to f of b. Number 1 point, it is continuous, and number 2 point, it is derivable. Number third point, f of a equal to f of b. This is the 3 points that satisfied. And now we have to show f dash c is equal to 0. So find the value of c which belongs to 1 and 3 that we have to show. Now see here, if we derivative this, then we got the equation 3x square minus 12x plus 3 plus 11 equal to 0. Then we apply the Shridhar formula, then got the equation solution x is equal to 2 plus minus 1 by 3, 1 by root 3, which is lies between 1 and 3. Therefore, the Rolle's theorem is verified. So, again see, a function given. So, we have to show the, verify the Rolle's theorem. And that's why it's being polynomial form. This is, we can say easily, it is continuous and also derivable. This is the 2 points that satisfied. And again, we see that the third point, that we have to show the point f of 1 equal to f of 3. So, there are the two extreme 1 and 3 in the domain. So we have to see that the f of 1 is equal to f of 3, both are the same, like we got 0. So clearly we see that the solution is 0, but it is 0. So this is the solution of this equation. Now third point, in the fourth point, that is we have to find a point where the in between the 1 and 3 point have some point there would be differentiate with 0. So in the reverse order, we have find the derivative of this function and got the solution, that is x equal to 2 plus minus 1 by root 3. It means this is lying on the 1 and 3, so it is satisfied, it is verified. Okay, Rolle's theorem. From this Rolle's theorem and Lagrange's mean value theorem, true problem we have to show. Number 1 problem is 0 less than, this is the second problem. We use this formula. We use this formula to solve the problem number 2 from mean value theorem number 2. So 0 less than 1 by x log of e to the power x minus 1 by x to the base e less than equal to 1. Okay. Let a function f of x is equal to e to the power x. Differentiate. First of all, this is f of 0. Find f of 0. This is 0 means 1. Differentiate f dash x is equal to e to the power x. Here see that this is theta h. So f dash theta h is equal to e to the power theta h. Okay. Put here, this is x. So we use here x. From this equation, from Lagrange's mean value theorem, f of x is equal to f of 0 plus f dash theta x. Okay. F of x, this is e to the power x. Okay. F of 0, this is 1. Okay. F dash this is e to the power theta x. See here, this is log here. Okay, we can one transfer to the left hand side, then e to the x minus 1, and this is equal to e to the power theta x. Taking log on both sides, taking log on both sides. Okay. Oh, there was a mistake. This is h here. I think this is h here. Okay. This is x. This is x. This is yx. taking log on both sides, and this is equal to theta x. We know that theta is lies between 0 to 1 from the theorem. Okay? So from this equation we got the theta. From this equation, theta is equal to 1 by x, and log of 2 to the base e to the power x minus 1 by x is this. Okay? Implies that put the value of theta, put the expression of theta is there. We replace this, okay? And this is 1 by x log 2 to the base e to the power x minus 1 by x. And this is less than 1. This is your flow from Lagrange's mean value theorem, okay? So this is your answer. Next problem, that is the third problem. See the question here, show that. We have to show this. So that sin alpha minus sin beta by cos beta minus cos alpha is equal to cot theta, where 0 less than alpha, less than theta, less than beta, less than pi by 2. Okay, this is a pi by 2. Now let us a function f of x equal to sin x and g of x is equal to cos x. Okay, f dash is equal to cos x. F dash is equal to cos x. From theta, this is theta lies between alpha and beta. So f dash theta that is equal to cos theta. Okay, this is equal to f of b minus f of alpha by beta minus alpha from the Lagrange's mean value theorem. This is this is cos theta sin beta. This is your cos. This is your sin. This is sin beta and sin alpha by beta minus alpha. This is number 1. Again, this is g of x. Therefore, g dash x is equal to minus sin x. Same as g dash theta is equal to minus sin theta, and that is equal to g of beta minus g of alpha by beta minus alpha. Same as minus sin beta is equal to g of beta, means cos of beta. Cos of beta minus cos of alpha, and then beta minus alpha. This is number 2. If 2 divide by 1, then we got the answer. I think this is sin theta by cos theta. This is sin theta by cos theta. I think this is here cot. So we can use 1 divided by 1 or 1 divided 2. Okay, directly we got the answer. Okay, this is by this. So this is cot theta. Again, this divided by this. So it is sin beta minus sin alpha by cos beta minus cos alpha. Cos beta minus cos alpha. See here, sin alpha minus sin beta. See here, this is minus. So we can interchange on the numerator part, and that is equal to sin alpha minus sin beta by cos beta minus cos alpha. This is the very important point of the mean value theorem, that is Rolle's and Lagrange's, and 3 points are discussed. I think this is a very important class. See the video, okay, and follow the video. Okay, bye.